Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. My name is Technomagus, and it has been about 2.5 months since I really did any kind of serious streaming. A number of things have happened, most notably, Sentinels of the Multiverse's latest expansion, Shattered Timelines, releases tomorrow, which is why we got to start playing it yesterday, because time paradox, yay! Also, it had a mini-pack release about a month and a half ago. Been meaning to get to doing this, but internet issues and other things kept me from doing that. Anyway, moving along, let's go ahead and dive into the new content. So, with Shattered Timelines and Mini-Pack 2, we have 5 new villains to deal with. First, we have Misinformation, which is from Mini-Pack 2, and that's who we're going to be fighting this time. She's a pain, and you'll see why once we actually get to the fight. We also have La Capitane, whose real name is incredibly long, and I have not bothered memorizing because it has way too many syllables in it. She's basically an basically a time-traveling Spanish pirate captain. Then we also have the Dreamer, who is essentially young visionary, and notice how the Dreamer only has 6 health. Yeah, if she dies, we lose. So we can't let that happen, because time paradox. We also have Kismet, who is she's basically a luck-manipulating thief. She jinxes to debuff the party, and she also has luck cards that boost her abilities and make her avoid damage. And then finally, Iron Legacy, aka Angry Paul. He's very angry. And don't let that 32 health fool you. He can and will eliminate a team in 2 rounds or less. Notice how he has 6 Nemesis symbols. Yeah, he does not mess around. Alright, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and take Misinformation, who is, like I said, she's a very annoying villain. She is the Freedom 5 secretary. And she does a lot of disruption. You can't even attack her because she doesn't have any health until you manage to get her to flip. And to get her to flip, we need to get enough clues to say, oh hey, maybe she's not actually a good guy after all. Anyway, as for the new heroes, Mini-Pack 2 gives us the Scholar. He is a kindly old man who likes to heal. He is one of the best tanks in the game. He has damage reduction, he has a lot of healing, he also has cards that trigger off of his healing, and he draws a lot of cards, and can also pass cards and card plays and powers to the other team members. We're going to go ahead and bring him along. We can also unlock his variant in this, though we're not going to be able to do it this game. It requires a specific setup, which I'll get into. The other 2 heroes, which are introduced in Shattered Timelines, we have Chrono Ranger, who's a time-traveling he's a time-traveling cowboy. He's from Silver Gulch. Traveled to the future. He is Plague Rat's nemesis. He actually does not like rats. And everything he does is damage. All of his power deals damage. Almost all of his one-shots deal damage. If he doesn't deal damage, he's buffing himself or the team. And then finally, the other hero we have is Omnitron X. Yes, the same Omnitron. Several hundred years in the future, decided, humans are really good at beating me. It must be their emotions and empathy, so let's try making myself have emotions and empathy. That was a really bad idea for him, but a really good idea for us, because he's like, oh wow, I'm a jerk, I should probably help these people now. So let's go ahead and bring Omnitron along. He likes to he takes a bit of time to build up. Actually, no, we don't want to bring Omnitron. Misinformation will make him completely useless. We're going to bring Jim, the Chrono Ranger, because damage is good, I hear. But Omnitron takes a lot of time to build up, but when he builds up, he gets extra card plays, free damage, and can handle a lot of things. But again, like I said, Misinformation does not let people build up. Now, one other thing is there are 8 variants to unlock in Shattered Timelines. We have alternate, actually 2 variants in the mini-pack and then 6 more in Shattered Timelines. The alternate version of the Scholar and an alternate Haka are available from the mini-pack. And then the Freedom 6, which is from the Iron Legacy timeline, which are an alternate Absolute Zero, Bunker, let me see, what else? Tachyon, Tempest, Unity, and the Wraith. are all available for unlock via Shattered Timelines. I don't know the methodology for unlocking them, though. It takes a bit. Anyway, I need to get some more characters. Let's bring Tachyon, because she's always does good work. And finally, someone who can do good damage without requiring a lot of setup. Let's bring Mr. Fixer along. I haven't used him a lot. And now, as for the environments, Mini-Pack 2 gives us Final Wasteland, which is basically a post-apocalyptic world. It has a lot of environment targets and a couple of team boosting. It's actually one of the easiest environments because the environment does a lot of work for you. It's not very discriminate between heroes and villains. Half the time it'll go for the villains, just as much as it goes for the heroes. Also, it's one of the few ways to permanently remove cards from the game. We also have the Block. This is basically an intergalactic prison. You have agents and inmates, and there are prison breaks, and they fight amongst themselves. Half the time, you don't even have to pay attention to the environment. Finally, we have the Time Cataclysm, as basically timelines converge and diverge, and weird things happen. So let's go ahead and go there. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with misinformation. So when she starts off, she has to reveal a diversion card. These are things she does to distract the heroes, to keep them from actually, figuring out who the hell she is. What do we have to start off with? Okay. Well, that's not terrible. What does Scholar have? Scholar... Oh, that's good. We're not doomed yet, but we are fighting in the Time Cataclysm, so we'll see what happens. Alright. Displaced armor. I'm going to need to hold on to that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Our diversion is an old lady in the street, which, at the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 2 heroes with the lowest HP 2 damage each. Yeah, old lady. Alright, and then we have Diversionary Tactics, which reveals the top 4 cards of the villain deck, all diversions go into play, and everything else gets discarded, and she gets to play another card, because of course she does! Alright, nothing showed up, good. Then we have Insider Knowledge. This is a clue. We need these clues to flip misinformation. Alright, so these guys are going to get hits. Fixer can have the second lowest, sure. Doesn't matter. Alright, so... let's see here. So, the clue... we need 3 or more clue cards in play. We have 1. She takes less damage, which doesn't matter because she doesn't have any health right now. And at the start of the villain turn, she gets a diversion from the trash into play. Alright. And the worst part is, I can't blow up the diversion because I need it in play to stop her from, or to flip her so that I can actually start fighting her. What I can do, however, is I can keep this from dealing damage for a turn. And actually, let's accelerate Misinformation's deck, try and get her clues into play. What do we have here? Isolated Hero and Threat to the President. So, nothing happens. Oh, that means Threat to the President's coming into play next turn. Ugh. Gross. Alright. Well, let's get everybody... put the top card of your deck into play. Oh, well, that was a waste. Alright, what does Scholar put into play? Oh. Put top into play. Chrono Ranger. Put top card into play. 1 bounty from the trash, put it into play, and Chrono Ranger deals... he has no cards, so we get to shoot something for 1 damage. So let's shoot the old lady for 1 damage. And Mr. Fixer, what do you have? Oh, and Style. Okay. And let's start drawing some cards. We have Grace Under Fire, Offensive Transmutation, and Flesh to Iron. We definitely want that. What is this? Because that keeps them from dealing damage, and we'll take one of his... Actually, we'll take Grace Under Fire, because that might come into handy later. Scholar has elemental forms that allow him to... well, the threat to the President is just annoying. Basically, it causes them to have... the player with the most cards to have to blow up one of their own cards. And then, at the start of the villain turn, we can blow up 4 of our non-character cards to get rid of it. Otherwise, it just sits in play. And it's really annoying, because it keeps blowing stuff up. Alright, so anyway. What do we have here? We have Bounty Board, doesn't do anything. Displaced Armory. I don't want to do this just yet, because whatever I get is just going to get blown up. Terrible Tech Strike is most likely... yeah, we'll just Tech Strike the old lady. Whack her for 3 damage. Oh, every single one of the Scholar's cards are all like little proverbs and axioms and little sayings. Alright, so Mr. Fixer... what is this? What does this one do? All damage dealt to that target is irreducible. It doesn't really help that much. Alright, well, we'll just go ahead and double strike the old lady, get her out of here. He's getting all of his styles and none of his weapons. Alright, so now we have a giant mutated specimen, which at the end of the environment turn, this card deals the... what is this? It is the 3 targets with the highest HP, 1 toxic. Okay, so all 3 of my guys. Cool. Alright, take some damage, guys. Suck it up. Okay, so here comes the threat to the President. We don't have enough non-hero or non-character hero cards to get rid of it. And then all of my stuff gets blown up. Because, of course it does. Alright, so we've got 2 clues now, which is good. We just need 1 more. What does this thing do? The non-hero target with the lowest HP is immune to damage. I really hate misinformation. It's really annoying. So, now the old lady in the street is immune to damage, which means I can't get rid of her. Unless I get rid of the misplaced memo, which I don't want to do, because that way I only need 1 more clue to flip misinformation. I'm actually not going to play anything. We're just going to flip the bottom 2 cards of her deck, try and get that last clue into play. And we have a diversion and a clue, which means both of them get trashed. Cool. Alright, what do we have here? No, that's not going to be worth anything. Solid the liquid just increases damage healed. You know what? Let's keep this guy from dealing damage for a turn. And then he'll heal himself. I do have a webcam, but I don't use it. Alright, what's this? Sudden contract. Oh, get a bounty and put it into play. Ooh, it's a 3. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and throw out that sudden contract and get... what do I want? Let's get Kill on Sight, and we'll put it on the old lady. And then we get to deal 1 damage, so let's go ahead and ping... oh, I can't hit it because of misplaced memo. Really? I can't hit either one of them? Well, let's see what happens. No, she is not considered lowest health. Haha! I can shoot her. Internet's still iffy. It's not absolutely terrible, but I would rather have better internet. Alright, let's get rid of the old lady. And we'll deal projectile. She is not the lowest HP. And now she's dead. And Chrono Ranger gets to draw 3 cards, because kill on sight is awesome. It's not, like, terrible, but it's iffy, and basically, what happened with Portal 2 made me want to redo my internet. Alright, so here comes a diversion. So I can either get back the old lady in the street, or I can get the explosion in the lab. Frankly, let's see. I think the explosion in the lab is actually the better option to put into play. Because no one has enough cards for it to blow up, and we're not really going to have enough cards in play for it to blow up. Everybody has to hit themselves for damage, because of course they do. Oh, right, and Fixer hits himself for more damage. No one's discarding their hand. Yay, here comes another misplaced memo. That means that she is going to flip next turn, which is good. Alright, we have 3 clues in play, which means I cannot blow any of them up. What I can do, however, is I can... let's see. Target other than self with the second lowest HP. Yeah, let's get rid of that Triceratops. And then start... Start experimenting on Fixer, see if we can get... Nope, nothing. Alright, so now that she is going to flip next turn, I can start setting up, because she won't be destroying as much stuff once she flips. Though the threat to the President is going to get a little annoying. I guess we'll do solid to liquid, because that boosts my healing. So now I get +1 health each time I heal. And then... let's see... get the Displaced Armory, search the deck, and grab Jim's hat. Jim's hat lets him play 2 cards a turn, so of course we want to. And he can't actually do anything because of the misplaced memo. Unfortunately, all of his DPS is pretty much useless. And let's get the compound bow, because that's extra damage. Doesn't matter. Skip power phase. Alright, so now let's get Harmony into play, skip power, and draw a card. Alright, surprise shopping trip. Whenever a card enters play, each target takes 1 melee. At the start of the environment turn, this card blows itself up, I think? Yes. Which is fine. Fixer can have 3rd highest, sure. Everybody takes damage, it doesn't matter. And now we have uncovered misinformation. She has flipped and revealed her true colors. So now every turn she blows up a clue, and when she does, we all take damage. So we're gonna get rid of this one, because this one's really annoying. And everybody takes 2 Sonic. And oh look, the old lady in the street's back. Everybody's now gonna take damage. And because of those misplaced memos, misinformation has damage reduction. Do I have 4 cards to destroy? I do. But I don't want to destroy 4 cards. discard his hand. I think Fixer, however, can pitch his hand. Get rid of the explosion in the lab. Everybody hits themselves for damage. Oh, great. Surprise shopping trip hits everybody for damage. Misinformation hits 2 people for damage, and then Chrono Ranger has to blow up one of his cards because of threat to the president. Yeah, this is just a giant endurance. Get rid of Harmony, sure. Okay, so things can start happening now. Get rid of Insider Knowledge so that we can get rid of her damage reduction. And then Experiment on Tachyon. And nothing happens. Okay, so we have 3 targets in play, so Grace Under Fire is not actually going to be that useful. What we can do, however, is we can keep moving. Oh wait, I need to discard a card. Can get rid of this Flesh to Iron. Now, let's keep moving. Everybody's going to take some damage. And now I get one of his elemental cards into play, so we're going to take Mortal Form to Energy, which says every time Scholar heals, he deals that much damage to a target. And then we're going to play a second Mortal Form to Energy, because I get to play an extra card. So now every time he heals, he gets to deal 2 damage to a target, or damage to 2 targets. So let's heal 2, and zap Misinformation for... Oh, right, she has a counterattack. Haha, forgot about that. That's fine. Okay, so... Alright, I've got 2... What does this do? 3 targets, 1 damage each, destroy 1 ongoing or environment card, and blow this up. That's actually not a terrible idea. Everybody's gonna take some damage. And... Target be destroyed, put it on the bottom. No, that doesn't matter. That's the only bounty I have in play, so that doesn't really matter. So let's just Tech Strike. So we'll Tech Strike, Misinformation, and Tech Strike the Old Lady. And then everybody's going to take some damage, because damage. Temporal Grenade, hit Misinformation, hit the Cockroach, does not have the lowest HP, and finally hit the Old Lady. And get rid of the Concealed Betrayal, so that way it's one less thing I have to worry about. Now it's just a matter of outlasting Misinformation's damage. Because holy crap, I have, like, nothing left. She's not the lowest HP, so get rid of her. Ooh, Bloody Knuckles, that's an easy way to die. Now we have the Oppressive Smog. All HP recovery is reduced by 2. Starting environment turn, a player may discard 1 card to get rid of it. That's no good. Oh, she only reacts to hero damage? Boo! Alright, yes, we want to discard 4, or destroy 4 cards. Get rid of pushing the limits. Get rid of the mortal form. Get rid of mortal form. And get rid of solid to liquid. Now she has nothing in play. Crap. And... well, there goes Tachyon and Mr. Fixer. Alright. Well, let's get rid of that clue. Right off the bat. And then we will... let's see here. I guess we'll Truth Seeker. And get rid of the cockroach. And draw a bunch of cards that I really don't need. Awesome. Okay, what are my bounty cards? So I've just got... so the one bounty card I have is one that I can't even put into play. Cool. I really don't want to do any of these. I guess just throw out the Masada and... bounty board, sure. This looks like it's about to end poorly. Let's put it that way. Alright, what's that? Ooh, let's put the grenade into play. That could be useful. Yeah, Jim can discard a card. He can discard... ultimate target. All damage reduced by 1 at the starting environment turn. Each player may draw a card. If everybody does, it blows up. Actually, I think if everybody does, or if nobody does. If none do, destroy it. Oh, this is awkward. Alright. Any diversion? No diversions. Awesome. Oh, never mind. Threat to the President. Let's get rid of the Temporal Grenade, sure. So we'll play a card. Chrono Ranger will throw out... wait, what? Oh, right, he plays a card. So we're going to play Ranger's Mark. Ultimate target comes in on Misinformation. We'll shoot Misinformation for 1 damage because bonus damage. She's going to react, deal 1 damage to Chrono Ranger. He's going to react, so he gets to use a power now. And we're going to whack her for irreducible damage that she cannot respond to. Alright, so now... Truth Seeker, bop her on the head with the orb. That is a card that I could have used like 4 turns ago. We're not going to destroy any bounties, because I don't need to. So just skip. Deal 2 damage to Misinformation. She reacts, deals 1 damage back, and I get to use another power. I really need to heal Chrono Ranger. Not going to be doing that. Sweet! Chrono Ranger dead. let's just draw some cards. One player may discard their hand to destroy this card, starting on turn each. What is that? Deal each target 4 melee and destroy all hero ongoings. Scholar has no environment destruction, so Chrono Ranger's just going to pitch his hand because he's going to die this turn anyway. No, we're not going to destroy. Alright, so Chrono Ranger has been isolated. Just get rid of Truth Seeker. Alright, so Scholar will draw 5 cards out of turn so that he doesn't have to immediately end his turn. So now I need to figure out how to keep her from killing me. Well, first we're going to Flesh to Iron, get some damage reduction out. I'm going to continue to keep moving and get Solid to Liquid so that I get more healing. And then I will play... Offensive Transmutation. Let's deal some damage. She can't deal damage. Haha, deal with it. And heal. Well, of course, I don't know why I prevented her from dealing damage. Flesh to Iron gives me damage reduction too, as long as it's in play. Oh, no. Isolated Hero will not let me do anything, will it? Yeah. That's awkward. So we're gonna blow up Isolated Hero and get rid of that. Scholar is gonna be drawing cards all day long. Oh look, the Diplomatic Envoy. She can't deal damage, but I have to blow something up. Get rid of Solid to Liquid. Alright, so let's play a card and get out... Oh, sure, another Know When to Hold Fast. Draw 5 more cards. I might actually still be able to pull this off. So I need a card to discard so we can get rid of this extra Flesh to Iron, because Misinformation only ever deals damage packets in like 1s and 2s, so 1 Flesh to Iron is enough to negate her damage dealing ability. Oh, there's no elemental cards left in the deck. Sweet, I drew them all. Well, that makes things really awkward. Let's get that last Mortal Form to Energy out, I guess. Throne Room is going to make things very difficult. Okay. Scholar's going to be playing some cards. It's equipment. So yeah, just draw a card. Play the top card of the environment deck. At the start of the turn, blow up an environment card. Oh, destroy an environment card at the start of the environment turn. That's actually not terrible. Oh, that's bad. All my one-shots get tossed. This is another reason we don't like misinformation. Get rid of solid to liquid. Yeah. Bottom card of a deck to the top card of that deck now. No. We're just going to keep playing cards. What's this? Chemical Redirection. I think Bring What You Need is the card that I want to put into play. So I can start using that to draw more cards. Get rid of Truth Seeker and Alchemical Redirection. Redirection doesn't really matter, all the damage is going to Scholar anyway. Know when to turn loose is actually not good at the moment. Alright, so play a card. Let's play Recovery. Gain 2 health and draw a card. So I get to zap something. Zap Misinformation. For 1 whole damage. And we're just going to keep drawing cards. So that way Scholar can keep his elemental forms in play. Let's get rid of this guy. And then we're going to get rid of the Rift in Time. And we get the Mars Quake. At the end of the environment turn, each target takes 2 melee. At the start of the environment turn, we blow up and... what is that? A hero ongoing, and a villain ongoing, and an environment card. Yeah, the Tumbleweed's gonna blow that up, like... oh no, it's gonna blow up the Tumbleweed. Boo. Maybe I should have kept that Rift in Time in play. No, I do not want to destroy cards. Oh joy, more diversionary tactics. And it's a cat stuck in a tree that's spiky and saber-toothed. Oh, that's awkward. Let's get rid of... Alright, Tachyon, please tell me you can blow up ongoings. Yes! Get rid of that isolated hero. The last thing I need is him not being able to do anything. So, let's get rid of Know When to Hold Fast, and Alchemical Redirection. Know When to Hold Fast pitches my hand to deal that much damage to a target, but I don't want to pitch my hand, because that will keep me from... that will basically keep me from being able to do effective damage. Alright, so there's 3 targets in play. Grace Under Fire is only going to deal 2 damage. That's no good. So let's solid the liquid and just heal up. So let's play... Actually, Grace Under Fire isn't going to do anything because it only deals 1 damage at a time. So the throne room is going to prevent all that damage. We'll play Mortal Form. Draw an extra card. And actually, we're gonna blow up the throne room. So, skip, get rid of the throne room. Marsquake is gonna blow itself up, and I have to blow up one of my cards. So we'll get rid of Solid to Liquid. Of course, Fixed Point shows up now. While Fixed Point is in play, everything is indestructible. Nothing can die, but except for Fixed Point. But then Fixed Point is going to blow itself up. So actually, I don't need to discard anything to Scholar for his elementals. So we're going to go ahead and just throw everything out there. Skip. 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 So he has damage reduction 4, and when he heals, he deals that much damage to a target twice. So everything's going to take 1. And he heals 3, so he gets to deal 3 damage twice. I'm going to heal for 1 more and tag her for a little bit more damage while we're at it. Alright. We're almost done. Let's play that other get out of the way. To host someone, all you have to do is just go to... what was it? It's actually in your dashboard. At the very bottom, you just put the name of the channel that you want to host. Alright, and I can't actually finish her off right now. Oh, bugger. Alright, Fixed Point's going to blow itself up. And then the main computer room. At the end of the environment turn, play the top card of the villain deck. The start of the environment turn, play... Each player discards their hand or destroys all of their... Have I ever mentioned I really, really, really hate misinformation? Really. We're going to discard the hand. No, we're not destroying anything. Yes, there's a very good reason. Discard my hand. Get rid of Flesh to Iron. Oh, I have to blow up another card. Damn it. Flesh to Iron. All I need is 1 power use. Oh wait, she's not going to give me a power use, is she? No. Oh, no, no. Crap. Sure, put the bottom card of Time Cataclysm on the top of the deck. Oh. Alright. We're not even gonna do anything, we're just gonna draw some cards. Bring what you need, come on, give me a transmutation. Play a card, play transmutation. Or recovery, rather. Give me... That's not what I want. Okay, keep moving might give me something. There it is. Okay. Okay. What does this do now? Hold on. Start of the turn, each player may draw a card. Crap. Sure, let's draw a card. Second highest HP is... it's one of the diversions. Oh, thank you, Rion. Oh, yeah, we're not discarding our hand. I have her dead on my next turn. In theory. All I have to do is just survive. Okay. She's at 2 health. She has no damage reduction. Get burned. And... done. I really, really hate playing against misinformation. Alright, so that was the lady. Thankfully, she's locked back up, and hopefully we never have to deal with her again. We're going to have to deal with her again when I eventually get around to the advanced version, but it's not going to be today. No, not at all. Not at all, ever. No. So, I'm going to take a quick break. When I come back, we will start exploring some of the new Shattered Timelines villains, so stay tuned, guys. I'll see you in a little bit.